Hi, my name is Emma, and I'll be presenting this microlearning course. It consists of 5 modules and will cover developing applications using the Unix shell, also referred to as command line programming. With it, developers and data scientists can build applications using C-like programming language called Bash, which uses powerful Unix commands to create applications. Bash is supported by most systems including macOS, Windows, Linux and Ubuntu. In this learning process we will cover the 16 main Unix commands which you will need to know to work effectively at the shell level. This process, known as microlearning, consists of a series of learning and evaluation modules which start with a learning block, typically a 3 or 4 minute video lecture, which is followed by some questions to confirm your understanding of the material. Later modules also include a small project and you should be able to complete each module in under 30 minutes. Unix is made up of a kernel and a shell, and whereas there's only one kernel there are many shells, and the reason stems from the origins of Unix itself. When Bell Labs wrote Unix back in the 60s, it used the Bourne shell. Unix was quickly taken up by universities worldwide, and many developed their own shells. Principal among these was the University of California in Berkeley with their famous C shell. Then Brian Fox wrote the Bash shell, originally for Linux, and used the best of Bourne and the C shell. Today Bash has become the standard, having been adopted by Microsoft. It's built into Windows 11, and Apple, who call it the Z shell. It is, of course, native to both Linux and Ubuntu. There are 5 modules that follow this introduction. The next covers the file system and in it we will create directories and files, and move about in them. We'll run commands and learn about pipes. We'll cover path and the difference between relative and absolute paths. We'll look at I/O redirection and why it's so important to Unix. Then, in the next we'll devote a whole module to the Vim editor. Of course we cannot learn all about Vim in just 20 minutes, but what this valuable module will do is clearly show you why people become so passionate about Vim, and why professional developers won't use anything else. After that we'll start to learn how to develop an application and you'll develop an app which will identify any amount of prime numbers in just 6 lines of Bash code. And that concludes our introduction to Unix programming. See you in the next video, and thank you for listening.